Welcome, Leo and Leo Cross Watchers, to your mini weekly love reading. So I hope you guys all had a great week and that you've had either some fun or some rest this weekend. Of course, you know, depending on what you need. So we're going to have a card for you. We have the King of Swords reversed. So the King of Swords usually talks about someone that is, you know, kind of the strategist, someone that's very organized and has a plan, and it's almost the energy of like the person that knows everything that's going on, but they only tell people what they need to know. And with this reversed, Leo, I feel like you are, it's almost like a smile and nod type behavior. Hold on for a second. Feels like you're ready to throw something at somebody. Strange. Okay. I'm not sure why that's coming through. And of course, I'm not encouraging you to throw anything at anybody, right? But I feel like there seems to be a lot of frustration. It's almost this energy of like, somebody may have like almost usurped you, if you will. And I feel like it's almost like a grin and bear it kind of energy. I also feel, Leo, there's a bit of like a heads up or like a red flashing sign here that your person, or sorry, not your person, but you actually may be in, or at least you have the possibility of kind of falling into the not divine part of yourself. And I feel like with that, it's almost like, not so much vengeance towards this person, but it's almost like you're looking at them like this person has a lot of BALL, or I guess I can say that word. This person has a lot of balls to pull a stunt like this. That's the kind of energy it feels like. So where's your person? Where's Leo's person right now? Leo's person. Whoops. Leo's person. Okay. Hold on for a second. Okay. Don't be mad. I do feel, excuse me, to a certain extent, this person is doing it to get a rise out of you. It's almost like they seem like they're doing it because they want to prove to you that they can do it. I feel like it's, regardless of what they're doing, this might sound a little strange, so excuse me, bear with me. I feel like your person is pulling whatever stunt they're pulling to impress you. It's almost like they're wanting to, how do I say this? It's like they may come in and do something that's not very nice to you, but they expect you to be impressed by it because they thought of it. Which I don't really understand, but okay. I do feel like this person is doing it to spite you. It's almost that energy of like, for example, you tell someone like, oh, can you go pick up that flower? And the person is like, well, I wanted to, but now I can't. You know what I mean? So I feel like this person seems to think that they're having a lot of fun with this. And I feel like they don't understand what they're dealing with here. I feel like they may not quite fully understand the ramifications of their actions. I feel like they were more focused on pulling this stunt rather than what this stunt is going to mean 1, 3, 6, 12 months down the road. They seem to want your admiration for doing whatever they've done, which again is, I'm really confused. I'll be straight with you. I feel like this person seems to, it's like if they pull this off, and you admire them for it, they'll feel like they've won. What's really going on with this person, and what's going on with them? Seven of Wands. I don't know if you noticed, but I think this was the card at the bottom of the deck when the Queen of Wands came out. Oh, they're really defensive. Holy cow. I feel like, bear with me, because it feels like there's a lot coming out of this person. I feel like when they kind of get on their, when they get up on that soapbox and it's time for them to talk, it's like every time they have like something to say, or like every statement that they make, it's like they're throwing another dart at the board, or like, how people do axe throwing. It's very forceful and cutting, and it's meant to stick. Like, it just feels really, I almost want to say like there's a little bit of hate behind it. There may not be, but it's that kind of like viciousness, if you will. And I feel like this person, you know what? It's a I'm gonna get you before you get me type of deal. That's what it feels like. I feel like this person is looking at you. It's like they seem to be laying a trap for you, because I feel like you kind of treated this person pretty well, so I'm not really sure where it's coming from. So in that, it's like maybe they've been treated well before, and then people pulled the rug out from underneath them. So it's almost like you treat this person well, and then they respond with this like venomous hatred. I feel like that's a little too potent for what's actually going on here, but just to illustrate the energy, it's like they respond to people's kindness with this furious venom coming your way. It's almost like they assume that when people are kind to them, that it's like it's like the level of kindness is equal to the level of sorrow that person plans to bring. You know what I mean? So it's like they're always defensive. They're always on guard. I do want to say, listen, you probably, or not probably, but you may be pretty frustrated with this person if they've pulled some sort of stunt on you. But to help you understand where they're coming from, and not so that, you have to let them back, or not so that you will let them back in your life if you don't want to, but just to understand this person so you can let it go. I'm going to invite you to consider what must have happened to this person over a period of time, that when someone's kind to them, their knee-jerk reaction is, I have to protect myself. You know what I mean? That means that it's been on a consistent basis, that when people kind of lure them in with kindness, it's like, I can almost see somebody like grabbing onto this Queen of Wands hands and being like, come dance with me. And they pull them in close enough, and then they hit them. Like, it's that kind of a shocking kind of energy that this person has been through. So of course that doesn't mean they get to take it out on you, right? But I feel like that's where this person is coming from. It's almost like they're in an energy where, sorry, 1 second. Where they're always on the defensive, and I feel to a certain extent that's isolated them. So the situation, what can Leo expect this week? What? Okay, so we have the Temperance that came out here, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the Tower and the Emperor. So like, it's getting a little hot in here. I feel with this combination, Leo, I feel like there's some encouragement here to, if you have to, grit your teeth, keep your composure, don't let this get to you. I feel to a certain extent it may have already gotten to you because you're in this reversed energy. But I feel like there's a message here that it's important that you turn that upright. I feel like there seems, if you're able to do that, if you're able to step outside how either furious or annoyed you are, which, you know, because of whatever they're doing. This person seems to gain a very healthy respect for you, because it's like they feel like they can't get to you. And the fact that they can't get to you and kind of get in under your skin, that's not something that's frequent. I'm not so sure, like, if you get into this energy and you maintain that self-control, you know, kind of like that, the Chariot Strength card mixed, you know, self-discipline, motivation, self-control, taming the beast within, if you will. So I feel like if you're able to do that, number one, I feel like this person will calm the F down, okay? This energy is, I find, stressful. And I'm not even in the situation, right? Anyway. So there's a message here that if you can keep yourself balanced, and I feel like the message to do that is to remember that, like, I'm going to swear here, excuse me to this Queen of Wands, but, like, listen, bitch, Leo is an emperor or empress. They're not going to come down here and get in the fighting pit with you. You know what I mean? It's like, remember that you're above all this BS, that whatever they're going through, maybe you can have sympathy, you can have compassion for them, but you're not here to fix them. And you certainly aren't going to be trying to fix somebody that's trying to cut you every time you get close to them. So I'm sorry for this person. I honestly, I truly am, because I mean, they must have really been through it. But there's a message here, Leo, that it's like, if you stay close to this person, when that tower comes down, you're going to be close enough that you're going to get hit with, you know, you're going to get hit with some of it, or it'll come down around you. So I feel like there's a message here that if you're feeling like you need to, or not if you're feeling like you need to, but to, if someone's doing this, obviously you're pulling your energy back, but I feel like there's a message here that you have to do it in a really dignified, mature, taking the higher road sort of thing. And I feel like the reason that message is here is because this person seems to want to do everything in their power to make you not take the high road. So the message here is, don't take the bait. Because I feel like, genuinely here, Leo, heart to heart here, between you and me, you are better than this situation. You don't deserve what's happening here. You shouldn't be the target of whatever this person is doing. But unfortunately, you are. And I feel like here's a bit of a roadmap for you to get out of this. So I think I'll stop talking. I wish you all of the best this week, Leo. There's no question, you know, certainly in the cards, or from what I know of Leos, there's no question as to whether or not you can do it. There just may be times where you have something that you'd really like to say, and you may have to choose to bite your lip just to get out of it, just to get out of this situation. Anyway, I said I'll stop talking. I love you, Leo. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.